I've got something that's been giving me problems in my business for years, and I'm hoping you can help me with it. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. I sell training. I train people and teach people how to do surveillance, private investigations, process serving. There's skip tracing. Boy, the process server course I have has a whole section on skip tracing. It's like a skip tracing mini course right there. But the problem I'm having is once I sell the things I have, I don't have anything else to sell. If that sounds weird to you, let me explain the basic problem is I don't have anything I can even recommend to you. People contact me all the time asking for recommended databases they can use, recommended web hosting, recommended this, that, or the other, all sorts of things that they want me to point them in the direction, what camera they should use, surveillance vehicles, that type of thing. Here's the problem I'm having. I'm really hoping you help me with it. I can't recommend any of that stuff. I have two problems with it, and it drives me up the wall because I've been struggling with this for years. Number one, it's hard to find something good to recommend. It's hard for me to find something I'm willing to put my name behind and say, hey, trust me, this is worthwhile. And the reason is because even if it's good today, it may not be good tomorrow. Things change, companies change. You know, there might be this really great camera that's just wonderful and I love it, but the company gets bought and sold, and the next thing you know, it's being made in a different place with substandard parts or a cheaper this, and it's just not the same camera it was 2 years ago. I'll give you a real good real world example, and I'm going to name a name. I have never done this before. I'm going to name a name here. Web hosting. Hosting your website. Who should you go with? You know, I got a place that I use and I like, and I got a place that I use and I hate, but I'm super entangled with them, and it's taking me lots of time and energy and effort to get uninvolved with them. The company that I just absolutely can't stand is HostGator. Look, years ago, they were the best. They were the best of the best. I would highly recommend them back then. Good price, good service, good everything. But they got bought by another company. And now they are terrible, terrible. If I need to say it, let me say it again. You can use it as your ringtone. Avoid HostGator as if they had to clap. But you can see how this is an example, a concrete example of the problem I have, why I can't recommend a particular database service, because they might be great today and they might be terrible a year from now. I mean, I presume you're smart enough to shop around and buy the thing that's right for you. So giving you my opinion on something is not a problem, but I'm worried that the quality of the thing I recommend goes down, and that I really struggle with. The second thing that I struggle with, why I can't recommend anything to you, and I have looked and tried, is because so many places who are willing to say, pay me a little cut if I recommend their service, they will just bombard you after the purchase and try to upsell you and sometimes scam or hustle you. So I look at stuff all the time. I've spent a lot of my own money shopping for things to see what happens and how they treat me before I recommend it to you, and I can't find a decent one. A real good example, I had an online self-defense course, which I thought, this looks promising for men and women in our job. It seems like a good fit. So without telling them that I was interested in recommending it or joining their affiliate program to pass on to you what, their product and get a little pay myself, I bought it kind of as an undercover shopper. Let's just see, one, make sure the course is really good like I expect it to be, and two, how do they treat me as a customer? Immediately after purchase, I was disappointed because it wasn't just a matter of here's your purchase, here's access to the online course. It was immediately, within seconds, here's an upsell, join our forum, here's a monthly fee, you can do this, we can get upgraded that. And they were constantly trying to sell me stuff I didn't want. Honestly, the course itself was okay. I liked it. I would be comfortable recommending just the course if they would then just leave you alone and not try to upsell you to a bunch of unnecessary things that weren't worth it. I heard a comedian making a joke that she would like to buy this coat online, but she had to think to herself, is it worth getting an unwanted email every day for the rest of her life? I can so sympathize with that, can't you? I just because I buy something from a company doesn't mean I want to be on their email list. I am not now a subscriber. I'm a customer. I bought the thing, I want to get the thing, and then leave me alone. You know, and so I see what aggravates me, and I try to run my business that way. If you buy something from me, you get the receipt, the thank you, and the thing. That's it. You're not on my mailing list just because you buy something. If you want to reach out to me, I'm happy to talk, answer questions, do whatever, but you're not going to be getting emails from me. If you want to be on my email list, you have to sign up specifically for that. You can do that at shadowanyone.com. Just get the free report. If you want to be a private investigator, give up unless you do these 3 things. You get that report, then you're on my email list, and I'll send you some emails. Honestly, probably not even as many as I should. I initially try to keep up, you know, for a few weeks, giving you tips and hints and follow-up things. But the reality is, I kind of tend to fall off, and you probably will hear from me 3 times a year. I should reach out to you every 30 days, marketing-wise. That's a solid thing. But set that aside. So the problem I have that I need you to help me with, I cannot find anything to recommend because either 1, I'm worried it's going to change in the future, or 2, the front product is worthwhile, but they try to jam unnecessary things at you after that. So if you know of anything related to this industry that you think that you would vouch for, that you could say, hey Larry, I got this thing, they treated me right, it's a good deal, please let me know so I can get it, I can check it out, and I can see if it's something I can recommend to everybody. We're all going to be better off for that. I can make a little extra money recommending something that's worthwhile, that's ethical, and that's really the way it works, because then you get more value as well. Please don't put your ideas on that in the comments. Everybody online, isn't this one thing? Here's another thing that drives me up the wall. Here's a little rant. Oh, like, follow, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You'll never hear me say that stuff. I figure you're smart enough to figure it out on your own. But look, a lot of times people are begging for comments, and I like comments that contribute to the conversation. But do not drop suggestions for products in the comments here. I will just wipe them out. They'll never see the light of day. Send me an email if you want to recommend a product or tell me about something that you think is worthwhile. Of course, this whole dilemma comes out of what I try to teach you every week at the end of every single video that I do. It's me walking the walk. The same thing I'm suggesting to you is the same thing I'm doing myself. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.